Hi, this is Pat from the Marquette Country Convention and Visitors Bureau. When you're coming through Marquette, you need to stop in our office at 337 West Washington Street. Meet the girls, meet the staff, and get all the information you're going to need to enjoy your vacation in Marquette County. If you're not coming through, make sure you go to our website, www.marquettecountry.org.
Welcome to this Exploring Your Planet. My name's Steve Todey. I'm your host. We're about to hook up with Taylor Adams, who has invited us to Marquette, Michigan to come check out what this place has to offer. I'm excited to be here. It's fall. A lot of the tourists are gone. Let's go hook up with Taylor Adams. Let's find out what Marquette has to offer. Excuse me?
Hi.
Is Taylor here?
I'm Taylor. What are you?
I'm Steve from Exploring Your Planet.
No way! Awesome!
I came.
You got my email?
I did.
That's so cool!
It sounds,
oh my god!
Marquette sounds awesome.
Good. I'm so glad that you came.
Yeah.
Here, let me come around. Well, welcome to the Maritime Museum. Welcome to Marquette.
Thank you. Yes, it's very cool.
Mapped anything out, or do you need me to?
I want a list that you say, you know, and I'm just going to knock out the list and be like, okay, I'm going to go check out all these places.
Great, yeah. So if you wanted to take a look around the museum,
yeah,
I can knock out a list for you, and then we can go from there.
Okay, perfect. Yeah,
cool.
We'll have a little look around.
Sounds good. Have fun.
Awesome. Thanks. This is our first Exploring Your Planet. We are here and we are going to explore Marquette, Michigan. I heard about this place. It's definitely one of the places I want to check out. I hope it's on Taylor's list. The Big Bay Lighthouse. This is the actual light from that lighthouse. This place is awesome.
Great, I'm glad you like it. I'm working on your list right now.
Oh, cool. Is the Big Bay Lighthouse going to be on that list?
Oh, definitely.
Okay, because I just saw the lens.
It's just a short distance from here. It's actually quite the beautiful drive, especially during the fall time. Lots of fall colors, and it's a nice little day trip to do. I'm also putting on your list a couple of restaurants you should go check out. Okay. One of them being the Wild Rover, and I'm not just putting that on there because I work there. I'm also putting it on there because it is quite the experience. It's an Irish pub. There's some stuff to do, and if you have any more questions,
awesome.
We'll meet up with you later.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Well, it's very nice meeting you.
Great. Thanks for coming. This is really exciting.
It was really like sold me on. I gotta get to Marquette, and it's just, you know, I wanted to be here earlier, but it's gonna end up being obviously a fall Exploring Your Planet to Marquette. So.
Exactly. Actually, I'm just getting ready to go up to the lighthouse. Did you maybe want to come along with me?
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah, cool, great. Yeah. Well, let me grab my jacket and my keys.
Okay, cool. Is this on my list?
It sure is. And then this is the old Coast Guard station.
You can do all this for $4.
$4.
That's crazy. Let's run out there and have a look at that.
But right now on here we have our outboard motor display set up.
Okay.
And that's because the very first motorized lifeboat was invented right here in Marquette by Henry J. Cleary. He was captain of the lifesaving service station right here on this point. Just to the east of us is the start of what they call Shipwreck Coast, and the most shipwrecks have happened there than any other place on the Great Lakes. But what we're heading out to right now is where our old foghorn building used to be at. It used to sit out here, but the Coast Guard took it out in 1986 by way of dynamite, so you'll see lots of rubble and a couple holes blown out of the breakwater wall. It's only $4 to do this lighthouse tour, and if you just paid the $4 just to come out here, just to see the town of Marquette from this point, it's totally worth it. Not many people get to see the front of it unless you're out on a boat. I know. And it is the only place in Marquette where you can view the upper harbor and the lower harbor at the exact same time. If you're going to come to Marquette, why wouldn't you want to do this lighthouse tour, since the town was basically born and raised because of the water and the lighthouse thing. The lighthouse is really the heart of Marquette. And the fact that it's actually, you know, it's not just some relic, it's actually a working lighthouse. It will be a working lighthouse until the day the shipping industry dies. If I could stay here for the rest of my life, I would. I've lived lots of places, and it's my favorite, definitely. Our next stop along this little tour of Marquette was Tourist Park. Taylor told me to ask for Cindy, and she'll give me the 411 on what they offer. But apparently, it's pretty cool. It's a campground
right in the middle of Marquette, Michigan. We are here. Oh, I don't know if you're allowed in there. Hello.
Hi, doggy. We love doggies.
Is Cindy here?
Oh, I'm Cindy.
Cindy, hi. Steve today, nice to meet you.
Hi, nice to meet you.
We are here to find out about your awesome campground that's basically in the heart of the city, Tourist Park.
Yes, that's us. We have 110 campsites. We've got about, 60 or 70 electric, and then we've got about 30 full hookup, which is your electric, water, and sewer. And then we've got, in the back here, we've got our 10 tent sites.
Okay.
We have 2 vehicles per site, and then up to 2 units per site, which could be like 2 tents or an RV in a tent or a pop-up in a tent. We're gonna actually have a couple boat ramps, which is gonna be nice. There's gonna be a public access over there, and then right over here, right in there, actually, we're gonna have a just a private, just for campers, non-motorized boat access. So people can put their kayaks and canoes in and come and visit us anytime. We welcome everybody. And we have a great staff. We get a lot of compliments on our staff and our restrooms, how clean they are.
When you come to Presque Isle, stop here at Moosewood Nature Center.
Well, Moosewood Nature Center is a nature education facility. We're the interpretive center for Presque Isle Park.
This should be the first stop when you come into the park.
Oh yeah, it's right at the entrance to the park on the neck of the Presque Isle Peninsula. So it's one of the first places you come to anyway.
Right.
And we have maps that show people where the interesting things are, and depending on their level of interest or their abilities, we can point them to the kind of things that match up with what they're interested in. Go do the bog walk. We're converting our former swimming pool into a pond. And also, if they do want to do some climbing, there's some safe places to do some climbing around here. We know where the water caves are, and we know where the good beaches are and stuff like that on the island.
We got to keep checking out what Marquette has to offer, so let's get back into Westy and continue on. And you guys have a website?
Yeah, we do. It's www.moosewood.org.
Well, after checking out Sugarloaf Mountain, there is one thing I can definitely say. That if you come to Marquette, Michigan, and you don't climb up Sugarloaf Mountain, which is really just a walk, you're missing out on one of the best views of this area and the quickest view to get to. It's maybe like 10 minutes and you're from the parking lot and you're up if you just take it and walk it straight up. But wow, and what a nice place to spend a nice fall sunny afternoon. You don't even have to go up to the mountain if you don't want to. I don't know why you wouldn't, but there are trails that you can just walk around, and it is just beautiful up here. This area for hiking, lots of stairs, and if you like running around in boulders and rocks and stuff, there's plenty of places to do that. But also, if you just want to take a nice stroll from the parking lot, this is where to do it. And dog friendly. A lot of people up here with their dogs off leash. People have their dogs on leash. Sugarloaf Mountain, just outside of the town of Marquette. The next place we checked out was a children's museum. Taylor told me, talk to Nina. She's the executive director, and she will give you the information you would like to share with your viewers.
First of all, this is a majorly cool place. We're really unique among children's museums because this museum was entirely designed by kids. So there's a real airplane, and some kids will sit in the airplane and they're flying to Japan. There are others that are flying to the moon. And it's all just about imagining something, or creative thinking and problem solving and role playing. And another really cool thing about this place is it's great for all ages. It's not meant to be a place where a parent sits in a corner and reads. It's a place where you laugh together, you learn together, you talk about things. Parents can be the teacher, and then also the kids can be the teachers to the parents. And so it's just a great place.
For 50 24 years, the U.S. Ski Hall of Fame has been the ultimate recognition for achievers in skiing in the country. Its 20,000 square foot museum contains over 75,000 artifacts relating to the history of skiing and snowboarding. Think you got to travel to Cooperstown, Canton, or Cleveland to see a Hall of Fame? Now, it's right here in our backyard, Marquette County. The U.S. Ski and Snowboard Hall of Fame is located on US 41 Ishpeming. Plan a day. Visit skihall.com and get your skis on.
Well, since I was going to go kayaking for most of the day and I didn't feel like leaving Sky inside the Westie the whole time, I dropped her off at Pet Sitters.
How are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Oh, who's this?
That's Sky.
Oh, she's coming to stay with us today.
Yeah.
Well, we do close at 5 and we come back between 9 and 9:30 in the evening. But I live on the property, so if there's a different time that you need to come back and get her, I can work with you on that.
If I don't have to rush it, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, just give us a call when you're on your way.
All right, awesome. Let me get her blankets.
Sky already set up with a blanket so you can put your stuff in there.
Okay, kiddo, there's your bone. Hey. All right, so Sky's dropped off at Pet Sitters, and I'm on my way to go to Picture Rocks National Lakeshore and do some kayaking.
Get an idea what we want to do, and then we'll head out, caravan behind me, go to Miners Castle Beach. Things that don't need to be handy, like if you want to bring some extra jackets or extra clothes or things like that, can go in these bigger bags and they'll go in the back hatch of the kayak with your lunch.
We are about to hit the water. So next time you see us, we're going to be on the water exploring Lake Superior. Wow, is all I have to say. If you come up to Marquette, get out here to Munising, hook up with Carl, and let him take you out on an, I was gonna say ocean kayak because the lake's so damn big, it feels like you're on an ocean. But out here on Lake Superior, on a guided tour, Picture Rocks National Lakeshore. So Carl, people coming up to the Marquette area, or just Munising and UP in general, they wanted to come on the Northern Waters Adventures. What do you guys offer for them?
Guided kayak day trips, no experience required, right here at Picture Rocks National Lakeshore. You can be in a tandem kayak and a solo kayak. We give you all the skills you need to paddle. You're with the guide the whole day. And the scenery here is incredible. There's nice 250-foot cliffs. There's nice colors on the rocks, beautiful caves and colors. Paddle over a shipwreck. Just being on the water, on the crystal clear water is just incredible. So if you saw this stuff and you thought you might be interested, give us a call and check us out at northernwaters.com. Learn about the day trip, other overnight trips that we do. We also rent kayaks. Anything to get you out kayaking we can help you with. We've been doing this safely for 23 years.
If you come to the Marquette area, do yourself a favor. Go out on a guided tour of Picture Rocks National Lakeshore. All right, well, I am back to Pet Sitters. Had an awesome day kayaking. We're gonna pick up Sky.
She was able to socialize and make friends with some other dogs. And
well, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
yeah.
So we are out of here. Sky spent the day at Pet Sitters, and they're right out of town, which is awesome if you need to drop off your pet and go on an adventure that is not dog friendly or would be too much for Fido to go along with. People that are into freeride mountain biking, what can they expect if they come to Marquette?
They can expect big jumps, fast flowy trails, I mean downhill trails, jump trails, everything in between. I mean there's a ton of different options here. I mean every skill level, that's what we're working on right now, to get every skill level in over here. I'm working with the NTN, trying to get a link on their site and possibly maybe the city site also. With the NTN, I'm working on getting all the trails marked so people from out of town know where to go, because I've seen numerous people come in and ask me where to go, and the trails are hidden. They can't find them on their own without someone showing them where they are.
If you're into freeride mountain biking, Marquette is definitely a destination you want to check out. This place is insane. I'm in Marquette, driving around, I see all these guys surfing, and being from Los Angeles, I'm thinking, well, you know, I didn't think surfing would be big in Marquette, in Michigan, on a lake, even though it is one of the Great Lakes. And I got to talking to Brent, and he said, come by my shop, and I'll give you some more information. So we're here with Brent and Tracco. To my great surprise, there's surfing here in Marquette.
Being on Superior, it's the biggest of the Great Lakes. We get some really nice swell. We get some good sized waves, and something that it's got to take advantage of when you got it.
Now, it's different from California in the way that you have to wait for a storm to come in to have waves?
Yeah. I mean, anything coastally, you're getting your storms are offshore pushing the swell in. We're in the middle of the storm.
You walk up that road to that one cove, and the waves are crashing in on the shore, and you have to time it and jump in.
It's actually a little bit easier than if you're swimming out at a beach, just because you don't have to paddle as much. You end up you walk right out, and then you paddle out, and you just drift right into the wave in the lineup. So most of the press and whatever we get about it is like pretty novelty, small waves, this and that. But Lake Superior is pretty gnarly. If it's a lot more fickle than other places, but if you can line it up right, you can get some good sized waves. Anything from a nice punny wave to just a tube. Out at the zoo there, it's a little bit less of a steep wave, but it's a point break, so you get these waves that kind of wrap around the point, come rolling in, and they are pretty consistent there because it's that the wind direction is straight on. Okay. But when you go to some spots that the wind is wrapping, we've got such close proximity to other spots where it'll be an offshore wind with the waves wrapping in, where all you are doing is sitting there waiting for the sets, and we get those days. They come and they're well worth it. You drop everything for it. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
And what's your website?
Chopsticksurf.com.
All right. Well, one more thing in Marquette that was a surprise to me, and we're going to try to find them all. Thanks a lot.
Absolutely. Good meeting you, Steve.
Good meeting you.
Yeah.
Come on, Sky. Let's go. I understand this place is open to the public, so people visiting could actually come in, and what can they do here?
Yes, I mean, we open early in the morning, 6 o'clock. We have a lot of walkers from the community. You can come and walk and jog for free. And just the tourists come and want to see what we have going on here. Over my shoulder, you see our artificial turf, and if it's open, people can walk and jog on that as well. We do sell guest passes here. A group of friends come together, play ultimate frisbee, throw a football around, so you can, once the turf is open for recreation. Our retail store is open when our office is open, and we sell bottled drinks out of there, soda, Powerade drinks and water.
Okay.
In the summertime, a rainy day, we have a number of families coming here with their kids. It's raining at Tourist Park, and they stop by here. Can we let our kids run around for a while? And underneath it, we have 3 basketball courts and an indoor track, so it's a space that kids can run and enjoy themselves.
I know there's some really neat stuff in the glass cases.
We have one that's a national championship for our athletic program. We also have one that's the nature of the Upper Peninsula, which families really enjoy bringing their kids to. Has wild animals in there stuffed. There's a big moose that's in there as well as fish, wildlife, rocks and minerals, and it basically tells the nature and its beauty here at the Upper Peninsula.
Yes, the Superior Dome, put it on your list. It's fun, and if you're up here with a group of people, book it, play some football, play some frisbee, just run around on the field. It's a cool place to see and visit while you're here in Marquette. So what do you guys offer for people visiting Marquette?
Okay, we offer babysitter referrals. If they're 30 months or older, we can keep them here in the center. We can have somebody watch them here at the center. If they're younger than that, we can send a babysitter to their hotel or wherever they're staying. For staying at the center, they need to have immunization records, and then there's just a few things of paperwork that we need them to fill out. Well, if it's going to be a longer time than 5 hours, they can always plan on just getting a babysitter through us, and that can be for however long.
What's happening now is Taylor made a phone call for us, and we're going up to meet Jeff, who owns a bed and breakfast up here in Big Bay. And you don't have to be staying here to, take pictures of the lighthouse and check out the lighthouse and stuff.
Last year we had tours Sundays and Thursdays at 1:30 and 2:30. Depending on what's available from our tour guide, we'll have them again next year, June through September. Grounds are on your own. Grounds are open year-round from 10 to 4.
Okay.
The dining room and the living room are public property.
Okay.
We also have Wi-Fi in here.
Oh, wow.
Keeper McDonald has view redirections. This is one of the 2 rooms in the place where if you leave your shade up about 9 inches, you can watch the sun come up out of the lake without actually getting out of bed. Sunrise view right through there. And this is the other room that has the sunrise view. And this is another one of our keepers' rooms.
Wow.
We are the first harbor of refuge if a ship gets in trouble that a 1,000-foot ore boat can pull into after they leave St. Mary's at Whitefish Point. We do have a sauna.
How awesome is that?
So this was the watch room. The one that had the sauna in was the work room. That's where they kept the spare parts and worked on equipment. We let people get out on the balcony here.
This is cool.
And that's the fog building, and then the pier is where they brought all the supplies in. This is the new light, LED lights. We owned the original lens that would have filled this entire room, and we have loaned it to the Maritime Museum in Marquette. This is the only TV in the upstairs, the guest area. So,
Anatomy of a Murder.
Yeah.
This is what we're gonna go. We're gonna go check out the town where this was filmed. I haven't seen this movie.
You'll know everybody in it. I mean, it's really cool actors. They all went on to do great things.
Well, I know. I mean, I know Jimmy Stewart for sure. Obviously,
Ben Gazzara. Lots of people in it.
And if you have the time and you want to get out of Marquette and come up here to Big Bay, I highly recommend staying here. Jeff, thank you so much. Appreciate it. All right, we're out of here. We're gonna go check out the town now. Come on.
Almost time for me to bake cookies.
This bar is famous because a guy got shot. This used to be behind the bar, got shot and died right here. And they made a movie about it in 1959. And Jimmy Stewart stars in that movie. It's called Anatomy of a Murder, and it happened here, up in Big Bay. There's a lot to see and do if you come to Marquette, and if you're a movie buff, you gotta drive it a little bit out of town and come up to Big Bay and have a cold one here at the Lumberjack Tavern. Anatomy of a Murder, Jimmy Stewart, check it out. This is the bar where the guy got shot, and they actually shot the movie in here.
We're Big Bay Outfitters, and Anatomy of a Canoe is our paddle shop.
Oh, okay.
And it's kind of all rolled up into this old township hall building.
When the guy actually shot the guy in the bar,
yeah,
was he in one of the jails down here?
That's a good question. He was not. So the only known murderer in Big Bay never did any time behind the bars in this.
Oh, okay.
In the township hall.
What do you guys offer as far as rental stuff?
Yeah, we have just about everything. People come into the store, or we can get them out in a canoe, kayak, fishing boat. We rent pontoons. Bikes. Okay. We rent snowshoes in the wintertime. Fishing poles, tennis rackets. Carry a lot of outdoor gear. We sell canoes and kayaks. All the accessories that go with paddling. We also do a lot of business with local artists and do a lot of artwork on consignment. A lot of functional kind of arts and crafts type, pottery, wood bowls and plates, and a lot of jewelry and just things that people can use.
I mean, it's just neat to come in here and just see the place.
Well, it's neat that it's an old building that has been kept pretty much in its same form and almost function that it worked at originally. We're a full-service bait and tackle shop. We have kind of a cafe upstairs. We make a mean cup of coffee. We do some guiding also.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, we'll take people out usually with ultralight canoes back into some remote places in the UP and get them fishing and maybe do an overnight or just a meal in the woods around the campfire.
All right, Bill. Hey, thanks a lot. Appreciate it. You guys need anything when you're up in Big Bay, this is your place.
Hey, if we can help you with maps or directions, check BigBayOutfitters.com. See you down the road.
Our next stop on our tour of Marquette, Michigan was Lakenland Sculpture Park. If it's raining out, you can check out all this stuff from the comfort of the car. I'd love to talk to the guy that did all this stuff. Taylor, I called her and said, I need to talk to Tom. Can you hook me up with Tom? And she went on the internet and she just texted me his number. I'm gonna give him a call and see if we can talk to him. Don't go anywhere. I got in touch with the owner, creator, brains behind this amazing place.
I started building it, and every time I'd build something, I'd stick it out in front of my house.
Okay.
And I had about 10, 12 things out in front of my house, and the township hollered at me. They said they were going to give me a ticket if I didn't move it back where it couldn't be seen from the road, because it was considered a sign in a residential area.
Okay.
I'd like to stick it out where people can see it. So I ended up calling everybody that owned property between Munising and Ishpeming, and this guy that had this said, yeah, I'll sell it. So just kind of scattered everything out and then leaving it open, and adding to it ever since. And then with the band shell, and I don't know, did you go through the bog walk today? You said most of it is. You went in Marquette where the ore dock is, the upper harbor where they load all the ore boats. Yeah. Every year they go through there and they'll take some plank off, the ones that are bad, and them are just all the old ones that I got laying back in the swamp back there.
People can come out here and just like play guitar and have a fire and just...
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, the winter time is when it's really busy with a bonfire and stuff. I'm out here Friday, Saturday, and Sunday with a bonfire back at that lean-to there where the snowmobile trail is. Yeah. Seen the logbook, people from all over the world that have been through here, and I mean, especially the United States, I mean, coming from everywhere. Somebody comes in with a tent and they parks their RV and they want to sleep in it tonight, I certainly don't have a problem with it.
Right, you're not going to kick them out of
Who cares? Right. I mean, what's it hurting, you know? I mean, other than them clowns at the township getting bent out of shape, I could care less. So.
I just want to say, hey, thank you. This place is awesome. You got to come to Tom's place. You're welcome to come here. Play the guitar. You know, if there's not a band, probably have. I know there's live
Sunday,
music out here.
Yeah, Sunday afternoons there's live music every weekend through the summertime. And then say a bonfire and coffee and hot chocolate in the wintertime.
This is Lakenland Sculpture Park, and you can just walk or drive through this place. It's awesome. We're out of here. We're heading on down the road. We gotta keep on exploring the Marquette area. When I told Taylor about my new idea of promoting somebody who's living green, I was thinking more of a business. She found me Steve Waller.
Really, the bottom line is that this is a battery-powered house, and those two are both battery chargers. I'm down and I look up the house and I can just see the house just sucking up energy out of nothing.
Right.
You know, you always think it's got to be coming from a power plant or something. It's not coming from a power plant. It's just like, just from air and sunshine, and poof, makes electricity. Everything in here is normal. Everything runs on 110 volts AC, and it's just like a regular home. There's no magic to it. The difference in lifestyle that we have is that we have energy on a checking account, and most people have energy on a credit card. And I'm conscious of how much energy are in my batteries, and I can use up as much as I want as long as I have enough in the account. So over the years, what we've learned is just not to throw electricity away. So that's just the way it works.
Wow.
I mean, there's very little to think about. As soon as you turn off a switch, the payback is boom, immediate. But they won't do it because they'll consume 800, 850 kilowatt hours a month. We're doing the same thing with 4 people on 275 kilowatt hours. Right. I have a panel here. I'm getting 14 amps from the solar panels. At this second, I'm not getting anything out of the wind. The wind is slowed down, but my batteries are at 52.6 volts. It's a 48 volt system, so I'm pretty well charged right now.
Okay. The fact that you have a family with teenagers and a normal house and you're totally off the grid.
This works. And so there's no reason to wait for better technology, because even if solar panels become more efficient, the only difference between a more efficient solar panel and the ones that I have right now is that they'll be smaller.
Right.
So what?
Right.
Right? And if they're not cheaper, then you don't care if they're smaller. You want the cheapest panels you can get for the amount of power that you're going to get over a long time.
Right.
I haven't had a power outage since 1997 when I turned this place on. That was the last power outage I had. Everyone else lost power. I haven't lost power. So this stuff works. It's just that it's going to take a while for people to change their minds.
It's overwhelming how much stuff there is here to do. And it's funny when people say, you gotta like the outdoors to live here. Well, then why wouldn't you? If you didn't like the outdoors, why would you be here?
Exactly. If you don't like the outdoors, there's just really no sense.
Right, right. It's kind of cool that we're here at James Marquette's statue, because he was an explorer, and Sky and I are exploring the planet. So, but I just wanted to thank Taylor for inviting me here so you guys can experience and see what Marquette has to offer, because I'm sure what you just watched might have been an eye-opening experience, because this place has it going on. Marquette really, 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 really is a neat town.
It is, though, and I'm just so happy that you decided to come here and check it out. Like, it has so much to offer. People think small town, it won't really have much, but it really does.
And if you like the outdoors, if you love the outdoors, you have got to get here to Marquette. So that's the show. I hope you enjoyed it. Sky and I, we don't know where we're going next. We're waiting for our next email, figure out where we're going. But thank you, Taylor Adams,
You're welcome.
for being our inspiration and telling us to get here, because it definitely was well worth it. See you guys on the next adventure.